Alright, so today... voice crack. Today we are gonna continue with... freeing Dandelion, as we have been doing this whole time for the past couple times. The Novigrad section of the game is pretty long, although I've nicely been condensing it into just one long segment without a bunch... It's a little annoying because I can't do a bunch of the, well, I can, but I'm just choosing not to do a bunch of the side missions and stuff. But I did a bunch of that before. I did the Novigrad stuff, and, it's kind of nice just to see the whole story arc in one go, in my opinion. I'm having fun with this, so I'm gonna keep playing things like this the way I want to. Zoltan, how's it going, man?
Seems everything's ready.
Aye. Soon as we catch sight of them, we'll block the road against the whole unit if need be. And, you know, I think it's a great plan all round, and I'm always glad to help. And it's not like I'm not eager to crack some holier-than-thou bugger skulls, but seeing as we've got a Doppler, wouldn't it have been easier to have him release Dandelion and be done with it?
Too suspicious. Think about it. Menga disappears, then shows up with a scar on his face to release Dandelion.
I suppose you're right.
Priscilla, what are you doing here?
Some child brought a note from Dudu. The convoy will leave at dawn. May I stay with you? I can't stand it. Sitting at home, worrying about Dandelion.
Never fear, my dear. You'll get your warbler back. Just hope he's got his... Damn it! Wonder what's the rhymes in the presence of a lady.
Go back to town.
Please, I shan't be any trouble.
Oh, come on, Geralt. Leave it go. Let her stay. Look at her, all weepy-eyed. Like Mamutsi when his guts knotted up.
To be honest, it's not really a place for her to be in, because she's not a fighter, she's a troubadour. It'd be like having Dandelion himself around here for a fight. He should not be around here for that. I'd say this is... fine, she can stay. Normally I tell her to go away because I don't know if she'll die in the fighting or not. Let's do a wild card. Let's see. I don't know what happens.
She can stay. On one condition.
I know, as soon as the fighting starts...
Suddenly, deer.
Not much happening just yet. And there may be some time before it does.
Well, how about a game of Gwent?
Oh, yeah.
Sure, let's play.
Okay, I guess we get a game of Gwent then. She's got a Scoia'tael deck. Great. What do we got? Got a medic. Good amount of ranged. Oh, another frost. That is very useful. Okay, that was a good move. I'm gonna forfeit the mid-round so they waste their cards. They have 4 cards, I have 4 cards. Let's see what happens here. They've got a Yennefer, which also acts as a medic. Great. Gonna try and win with a Siege and a Frost. Oh, they're playing a Frost. Okay. It's a little concerning then. Maybe they ran out of cards? Ooh, that does suck. Did they run out of cards? Shit! They had an Ethany. I believe that's what the character's called. She's the ruler of Broccolon. Crap. Man, you just had to have a Scorched card, didn't you? Fine, you win.
Have I won again? My goodness. So, another hand? If you've no more coin, we could play for...
They're coming! They're coming now!
Priscilla, stay here.
Guess it's showtime. Fun and games is over. Our prize awaits in that carriage. So we got Zoltan's gang and some of Dijkstra's men. Ooh! That sucks, man. Surprised you could still get up from that.
Dandelion. Damn it.
Go after him! Leave these here to us!
Alright, man. Hey, hey, hey! Can I get on the horse? No? Okay, because all these guards are swimming. I'm just gonna run. Screw the horse. I can't get on the horse because of the stupid guards.
Gotta look for tracks.
Are they shooting arrows at me? Oh, yeah. Okay. Found the trail. Yeah, that was confusing. It was like, oh, you gotta fight these guys to get on the horse. It's like, no, I gotta go. I gotta go, man. Dandelion's getting away. No, I don't have time for drowners.
Prints are deep. Horse was carrying a heavy load.
Where even are we? We're by the Hobbit's meadery. I thought this looked familiar.
Crumpled sheet. The day, my bloom, when you recall this heart you rent through cruel denial, words of doom. Must have broken his heart to part with that little ditty. Hoofprints.
Okay, so how far away did they go?
Never seen one
one like him before. Anyone ride through here? 2 men, one slung over the saddle like a sack.
Oh, aye, something of the kind dashed by. Turned left there. But 'twere a wench you were carrying, swear it on me head, squealing and wailing so.
That's like one of the few, if only, times I think we're ever going to see Geralt laugh.
Should I beat me wench once a week, or oftener?
Geralt, I'm trying to think of any other times Geralt might laugh in this game. He doesn't laugh a whole lot. I can't think of a single other time he actually laughs. He probably does somewhere, but... These hoofprints are going all over the place now.
Damn it, followed the wrong trail. Gotta look for a set of single hoof marks. Heavily laden horse.
I was wondering why all these hoofprints were all over the road and such. Is it this way, maybe? No? Oh, there's his hat.
Sounds familiar. Nuit de Beauclair. Dandelion uses it by the bucket. Trail should be clear.
Yeah, so this is the right path. That dude lied about it earlier. I thought he lied, like remembering how this plays out. I just didn't catch it. Okay, now we're going by scent. Oh god, are we actually gonna... I'm curious now, because that's his head. Are we gonna find him partially balding like he is in his normal model? Or is he gonna have a full head of hair? I'm curious. I expect a full head of hair, but if he were partially bald... I don't remember if that is a thing or not, but it would be funny as crap.
What is it?
You tell me. One of them hunters barged into our hut, turned us out before we could so much as fart in protest.
There another man with him? Tall, dark-haired?
Aye, jabbering the whole time.
Dandelion. So, Hunter's barricaded himself inside? There another way in?
Truth be told, there is.
Where's this other way in?
Aren't you curious? It's an ordinary tunnel, back way out in case of trouble.
We don't let strangers in there. Show it to them even. And there's...
Shut it.
Want to get rid of this hunter or not?
Honest? We'd see you all gone. But he'll do for a start. Here, the key. Cellar door round the back.
Thanks.
It's actually a fair bit away from the house, yeah.
And how can I be sure that you won't try anything?
I'll go with you. Not like I really have a choice now, do I?
And there'll be no trickery along the way. I could wring your neck like a fat hen, you realize?
Yes, but I also realize you won't. My corpse is worth nothing to you, whereas alive, like I said, 100 gold ingots. 100 gold ingots. No more, no less. Or I'm not Julian Alfred Tank Ratton. You've made a wise choice. Very wise. Might not be more than sergeant today, but tomorrow.
Quiet! I thought we heard something.
What? No, you see, me and Dax, we go.
He just gagged Dandelion. Okay, time to make our entrance. No, Geralt, don't go back down. Go and save your friend.
Giving me no choice.
Well, how'd you do there, Dandelion? Is the camera gonna work? Yep, it is. We're gonna take a look at you while you're in this state. You still have another hat, I guess, and you're still partially bald. So I guess we don't get to see that. You do actually have that thing stuffed into your mouth, it seems. Nice shoes, dude. What about the witch hunter? What does he look like? He looks pretty dead. He's in a nice, weird side pose. That knee is the only thing holding his body up aside from his head. Does he have hair? No, he's bald. What does he have on him? He has all these straps on his arm. It makes him look like a Final Fantasy character. Some scrolls. Yeah. What about those halflings out here? They're a little... they're a little weird looking. All they're doing is spitting. Okay, that's enough of that. Hey, Dandelion. You wouldn't imagine all the trouble I've gone through just to find you, sorry purple ass. Magenta.
Geralt, must you ruin everything? I had him just where I wanted him.
Uh-huh.
It is good to see you, friend. Been a while since you were last in Novigrad. What's...
Come on, we'll talk outside.
Well, the best friends are reunited.
What are you doing here?
You alright? You had me worried sick.
Dandelion, you rascal. Got this lass to thank for his racing after yous. She chivied and chivied.
Shame you arrived too late to see us hoodwink that hunter. I had a plan all set, but then Geralt...
Dandelion, I need to ask you something. It's important, so focus. Where's Ciri?
Ciri? I thought, seeing how you're here, you haven't seen her? Well, I don't know where she is.
I know you tried to help her. Gotta say, I'm having trouble understanding why you went to Whoreson Jr. of all people.
No one else came to mind. Maybe, given more time, I'd have done things differently, but Ciri said the Wild Hunt was on her tail. Whoreson seemed pretty harmless by comparison.
Something went wrong.
So you've heard everything. I hope you're not mad. You can't be. My plan was perfect. Until we put it in motion. How was I supposed to know Manga was after Dudu?
Heard enough about your plan. Need to know what happened to Ciri now. When did you last see her?
We were on Temple Isle, running from Whoreson's men.
So, yeah, this is what we're doing. We're just dodging. Exactly the same as when we were escaping Crookback Bog. This is what we're doing. I guess we do actually have to fight these guys. They're super easy, though. Okay, yeah, the door opened then.
Get ready for the square. After them. Guards! Guards!
The way he's screaming. So she used...
What an adventure. One minute we were pulling
I'll
off
explain
the
what
quest of the
happened in a
century,
moment.
The next we were prey. A pack of hunters on our tail.
Yeah, a splendid story, but I think I've had my fill of this boasting. Come, Zoltan. We must convince the halflings they saw nothing at all.
Gave me enough material for a volume of ballads. And this one will sell like hotcakes.
Dude. That's your interest in this? What about Ciri? Yep, you'll make a fortune. Nobody's gonna read that. Okay, what would Geralt actually say? If he were pissed, he would say this. If he were... If he were calm, he would say this. I think he, at this moment, he would probably say the middle one. But, yeah. I'll just do the calm one.
Right. Best bit's when the guard draped you over his saddle like a sack of corn. Stands to make you a fortune.
Time will tell. You're getting to be grumpy in your old age.
I'm just worried.
About who? Ciri? Have a little faith, Geralt. You have any idea how she fights? The girl can take care of herself, believe me. Anyway, she's got to come back for that little box. The trinket that started it all.
Mean this?
You get it from Whoreson? Whoa, Ciri will be overjoyed. Whoreson, on the other hand, has got to be pretty furious.
He's dead.
Whoreson's dead.
Ooh, guess you're no stranger to fury either. Well, I can't say I regret the man's abrupt passing. Deserved it as much as he deserved that awkward nickname. What about our old friend Siggy Reuven? Been to see him yet?
He's fine.
Just so casual. Dijkstra's fine, dude. Don't ask questions about him.
Ciri ever tell you what this is? And Whoreson, why'd she go to him with it?
She went to Whoreson because I took her there.
Could have guessed that was your idea.
Yeah, it's a pretty stupid idea.
Her magic bauble was broken. Whoreson had access to the mages who could fix it. Besides, she needed help deciphering a curse. It's incantation.
What was Ciri's interest in this curse? Did she want to cast it or lift it? She tell you?
She wasn't all that willing to talk about it. I didn't want to pry.
The one time when it might have been useful.
But I'm almost positive she meant to lift it.
Off who? What? Or was it about her directly?
No. I don't think so. I mean, she didn't look cursed. But boy, was she in a hurry.
Know any more about the curse? Something specific, a detail, anything?
Well, I know the words.
You're kidding.
No, they were Elven. Ciri was constantly repeating them to herself. Probably not to forget. Went like this. Vafile Elaine, Kiadmil Foli. Gladev Dorn Ep Tenaid, Bundro Isne Iakas.
Doesn't mean a thing to me.
Even less to me.
Damn it, that's just not enough. Ciri say anything else?
Didn't say much at all, to be honest. Geralt, she's no longer that little girl who ran around Kaer Morhen. Sure, she's still impulsive, alive, but she's also stubborn and sulky. Apple didn't fall far from the tree, let me tell you.
Right. She slipped away again. I was so close.
She came here from Velen. Somebody there helped her, apparently. Maybe she went back.
Doubt it. Talked to the Baron there. He's the one helped Ciri. Said she rode off to Novigrad to look for Yen and me. And Yen's in Skellige, looking into traces she thinks Ciri left behind there.
So, Skellige?
Skellige.
Skellige.
You two have chatted enough. Now it's my turn to talk to Dandelion.
And I'll gladly have a go at him when you're done. Let's get back to the Rosemary in time.
Well, I've certainly had my share of excitement for one day. A juicy roast in a soft bed with fluffy pillows. I think that's the least I know. We haven't seen each other, talked in ages. Consider dropping by if you're in the area.
I'm sure to be by sometime soon.
I'll hold you to that, Geralt. See you soon. And thanks again for today.
And they're off. Back to Novigrad. So Dandelion is free. And, we got a little bit of info. He doesn't know a whole lot of any info about what happened to Ciri. Hey, Zoltan. I'll come back to you guys later. That mission will stay for a bit. Alright, so the current situation in the story. So yeah, Dandelion didn't know a whole lot. He's free now, and we have our friend back. But he didn't give us a whole lot of useful information. Ciri's just gone again. And in that flashback cutscene, she just vanished. So I don't think I've explained what or who Ciri is exactly in the game so far. So this Ciri, it's the Witcher series is kind of this weird. It's almost borderline Dragon Ball Z-ish in the sense that the main character that you see and play as figuratively is either Goku or Garou. But the main story is not actually about them. It's about Gohan / Ciri in this case, the younger child person to them. Like, Ciri is not Geralt's actual daughter. She's his adopted daughter figuratively. So, Ciri is the princess of Cintra. Cintra is a country south of Temeria and on the coast. And during the Second War with Nilfgaard, they were conquered. And when the Third War began, they were still conquered, so when the Third War began, Nilfgaard took over Lyria and Aedirn and pretty much destroyed Aedirn, however you say that. I always forget how to. I'm gonna stand over here away from all the people so it's a bit quieter. So I can ramble about Witcher lore. So Ciri is a princess from a formerly rather powerful country, and through her genetics and hereditary lineage, she is a carrier of something called the Source. She is a source, basically. It's like a elder blood. How do I describe it? Why is this random dude walking in here? Get out of here! Basically, the simplest way I'm going to explain it is she has pretty much unlimited magical potential to a extremely scary degree, and that's kind of why they call her the Source. So these, like, her mother was, her grandmother was, her mother was, they were all sources of this boundless magical energy that kind of bends time, space, and reality to a degree. That's exactly what she did there to get away from that situation, is that she traveled through either time or dimensions to get away out of that situation, and she left Dandelion there. So Ciri can, let alone her fact that she was trained as a Witcher for a brief period with Geralt and Vesemir and the others, Eskel and such, but she also has this ability, this very powerful magical ability, and Yennefer took note of that early on. Well, Triss and Yennefer took note of that early on and trained her. I don't think Triss specifically trained her in magic. She just kind of took care of her while she trained with the Witchers. But Yennefer specifically trained her as a wizard, a sorcerer, and she's just able to utilize this power that she both can and can't control. It's very unstable. So that's kind of who Ciri is. Because Geralt found her, and he is technically owed her through the Law of Surprise, which is when, say, Geralt did something good for somebody, then he's able to proclaim the Law of Surprise, like, I can have this, I can have that, or whatever, or what people in the Witcher world view as a stereotype of, I will have what is not yet owed, like, not yet here, but owed to me, or whatever, something I'm paraphrasing. I don't remember all the stuff verbatim. But basically, he was ended up getting Ciri as a figurative daughter that he started raising and training at Kaer Morhen after the fall of Sintra. So he has a father-like, strong emotional attachment to her, and he wants her safe. That's Geralt's whole kind of obsession about this, is that he understands Ciri has unlimited power and these weird abilities, and that she's powerful, but he also views her like a daughter. So that's kind of why he's constantly trying to find her, and he wants her safe. Because the Wild Hunt, which are a bunch of NL elves, I'll get into those guys much later in the story, that goes back into the elf lore stuff. They want to capture her and use her, the source, her power, to pretty much invade this world because their world is dying. And they need to evacuate their entire civilization to this world. But in doing so, they would be destroying this world and conquering everything as invaders. So Geralt doesn't like the Wild Hunt. Most people don't. Most people don't know that that's what's going on in their intention. Geralt, I doubt even... Geralt, I don't believe knows about any of that at this point in the story either. But that's why the Wild Hunt wants Ciri, is that they want her both to have the Elder Blood and the Source back in their, like, hereditary genetics and stuff for an elfin-based line of that, pretty much, or some sort of mix of it, so that they can be superior, and they also want to use their power to invade this world and conquer it. That's the current point of why the Wild Hunt is after Ciri. So that was a lot of dialogue, that was a lot of explaining, but that is the current situation, and an explanation of what the deal is with Ciri, like why everybody wants her, why did the Crones want her, why all this is how it is.
How can I be of service?
I don't have any coins I need converted into crowns.
Till next time.
And I also recently figured out what the different currencies are for the regions. So florins are Nilfgaardian, crowns are specifically Novigrad, and I guess Redania in this game or something, I guess. And yeah, orens I've already known are Temerian, so I got a little bit of that cleared up on my end of knowledge. So yeah, we're gonna go to Skellige finally. There's gonna be a lot more cutscenes as well. From this point on, I'm gonna pause. There's a nice lightning streak in the sky there. From this point on is basically the stuff that I did in the Switch video 2 years ago. So, all of this has already been shown before, but we have to do it again because now it's story related.
Who's captain of this ship?
Looking at her. Aye, her. That's right. I, a woman, am captain. Shocking as shit, I know.
Need to get to Skellige.
Not on this boat, you won't.
Pay you well.
The islanders live off plunder in the seas. Not willing to risk that.
Ever sailed there?
Listen, the islanders attack all ships. When they hate someone, Nilfgaard for instance, they attack him more. But truth be told, not much more. Murdered me once. Expect they wanted to see if I had captain's bollocks. That spot of fun gave me enough Skellige for a lifetime.
So Skellige, another thing I don't think I've explained really. Skellige is a chain of islands off the coast of the mainland that is not viewed fondly of by the mainlanders because they're very Vikingish. They're very... To a lot of people on the continent, they're viewed kind of as savages. But when we get there, you'll see exactly what kind of people they are. They're more Vikingish, they're more Norse. And honestly, I think in the base game, I think Skellige is my favorite area in the game, in the base game. Redania is nice and pretty much just a cleaner version of Velen in its topography. Velen is fine, but it's very iconic, but I don't exactly like being in Velen all the time. It gets kind of tiring after a point. Redania is a bit of a breath of fresh air after you've been in Velen for so long at the beginning of the game. And then once I get to Skellige, it's so nice. Not even just for the music alone, like Spikerug, whatever the title that is. But just I like the more northern aesthetic that it has with the trees, the rougher mountainy terrain, the snow. And then Beauclair is the exact opposite for Toussaint, where you have this extremely bright and vibrant spring, summery, kind of June-ish atmosphere of summer, and it's so warm there. It's just, Toussaint is my favorite area in this entire game, but in the base game, because that's DLC, in the base game, I'd say Skellige is probably my favorite area. So who's the captain of this ship?
You captain of this tub?
What's it to you?
I'm Skellige bound. Need to get there.
Start swimming. Islanders, the black ones, all attackers in those waters. No one sails the route these days.
Come on. Clans are ready to deal. Leave you alone if you do. Someone's done it. Gotta have.
Not likely. Except maybe that daft bastard Wolverston from the Atropos. A liar, a thief, and a bugger, that one. He might have parlayed with the sea swine.
Where can I find him?
In a pigsty most times. Others, the Golden Sturgeon. As for Flask, everyone knows him.
Yeah, so another part is that, the Third War is going on. Skellige is more or less, like, they were friends with Sintra, but ever since Sintra fell, their relationship with Temeria, Redania, and such is pretty much dissolved. And Skellige is kind of on their own in politics at the moment, and they have their own intra-politics of, like, Jarls and such. So they're having issues with that, and then the war, and then their relationships with the mainland. Bottom line is, Skellige hates Nilfgaard to death, and they will murder anyone on any Nilfgaardian ships no matter what, and sink them. At the same time, they also don't care about the mainland at the moment, because the mainland has kind of abandoned them at the current moment, and is not helping them, really. So they're also attacking mainland ships as well, mainly for materials, money, maybe captives. I have no idea about some of what they're doing it for, but that's generally the premise I understand, is just due to political tensions, they are kind of attacking anyone who gets near them to protect themselves. Which is fine and understandable in that kind of way. It's a world war at the moment, so yeah, it's kind of expected. So, yeah, a lot of people here don't want to sail to Skellige or get anywhere near it. So now we gotta find some crazy bastard who's willing enough to do that. Who actually is in here.
You, Wolverston, captain of the Atropos?
So you want to know if I'm Atropos, captain of the Wolverston? No fucking clue, mate.
He's pretty hammered.
I need to get to Skellige.
My Atropos and me wanted you to sail for Ard Skellig, carrying grain. But that's hush-hush. Got any coin?
Here, that enough?
Hefty sack, like a bull's. When do we sail?
Not sure you're ready. You can barely stand.
Know this, stranger. Captain Wolverston never sails sober. The sea goes one way, Wolverston the other. Makes the rocking bearable. So, ready to set sail?
Let's go.
First, we must drink to the wind, to good fortune, and to the strength of my Atropos. Anchors away.
So we're heading to Skellige. Bum ba da ba da ba da dun 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 dun. Cue the Wind Waker farewell music. Yeah. Should have expected. So yeah, we're being raided by pirates. Skellige pirates, no less. This is why the locals on the mainland don't want to come here. Nice arrow! That went right through the back of his head. Oh boy. Oof. Ship's taking on water, Captain! Man, now we're the coast of Concordia. Where's Scatino? That bloody bastard better get back on the ship. Geralt is dead. The Witcher 3 is over.
Back off or I'll kill you.
I'm not afeard of dying.
Afeard?
See, I've landed on Ard Skellig.
How you figure that?
You're wearing Clan on Crate colors. Ard Skellig's their island.
On the Atropos, were you?
Yeah, thought the captain had a deal with you.
With us? Meaning who exactly? Might have arranged something with Lugos, but crack? Nay. Clearly should have, though. Outlander ships aren't welcome in these waters. What about you? What do you seek in Skellige, eh?
Agreed to meet a sorceress here. Yennefer of Vengerberg. She's supposed to be on Ard Skellig.
There's a witch at Kertrolda. Croc's guest. Could be the one you're meeting.
That scorn I hear in your voice.
You've good ears. Folks say this witch got Croc wrapped around her finger. Orders everyone about. Word is she's vicious at it. But a hag's a hag.
Seen her? Know what the sorceress looks like?
Aye. Wears black and white. If not for her tits, you'd think she was a beached orca.
Fact is, even those who see her for a wench would gladly push her out to sea, tits and all.
Yennefer's not all bad once you get to know her.
Take your word for it. Know the way to Kertrolda?
Expect I'll find it.
Head north, then turn west towards the bay before you come to the bridge. You'll find the Jarl port site today. Your sorceress ought to be there too.
Thanks. So long.
I like how we had this really nice, chill conversation once, of this with this guy who just tried to pick our dead body, quote unquote, clean. So we got a roach here blocking the way of this wolf called Trophist. I can't actually even hurt the wolf, huh? Your owner's long gone, wolf. You better hurry. Go get him. Yeah, there's the Atropos. And I think this is the boat that tried to... Well, maybe this is the Atropos. No, this is not. This may have been the ship that was, attacking us, because that's the ship. And now there's monsters all over it. Sirens. Yeah, I'm gonna spend a little bit of time here raiding the loot, because there's a good amount of stuff here to pick up. There's another siren. Slice that one clean in half. Yeah, so sirens are these like half lady, half aerial demon monster things that trick sailors and eat them. Yeah, there's some good loot here.
Medallion's humming. Place of power. It's gotta be.
While I'm doing all this scavenging, I guess, I'll explain the power as well, like that thing. So these places of power are like center points of magical energy. And I believe the way Yennefer explained it in the books is that the power is kind of... Honestly, this is going to sound stupid, but it's kind of like the Force in Star Wars, where it's just all around you. It's energy that's in the water, in the air, in the earth. And you can create magic if you're attuned to it from that energy. So those places of powers like that over there, and what we've seen throughout the earlier parts of the game previously, are like concentrated locations of that energy. And Geralt is siphoning that for himself for the game's mechanics of getting like buffs and some experience and character points or whatever stuff for leveling up. It's just the character leveling system, I guess. Is there anything else here? It's locked in there. We'll use the camera to take a better look at the boat if I can.
Gotta ruin it for them.
Blow this up. An echidna. And it fell down there. I can't get it. Maybe I can. There we go. An echidna, I assume that's how you pronounce that, is kind of like a super siren. Look, that place of power is already back up and running again. They're just slightly more beefy versions of sirens, pretty much. You see them as kind of like final boss things for like the nests and all that, and sometimes out in the wild, I guess. Not too often, but sometimes. Okay, we've gotten a majority of what's around this area, so let me use the camera and just take a look. So, the front mast is totally destroyed. I assume that's what fell on Geralt and knocked him out. Back one's still there. Where is the front mast? Is that it over there? I think, yeah, I'm looking around. I don't see it anywhere else. So this is the front mast. It's lodged in the ground here. Huh. So then we got this ship. That's... I think this is the one of the raiders that were attacking us. It probably was. So let's take a look inside that locked room. There is actually a room in here, but there's nothing in here. It's a little staircase going up. What about below deck? There's the mast. There's a broken fragment of a ship grate here for some reason. I like how they just threw these really crappy looking... It looks like just tons of rope? Is that what that's supposed to be? Just tons of rope? I think it's supposed to be like... I think that's supposed to be the grain that he was carrying. He said he was carrying grain to Skellige, but there's just rope all over it. Weird. Okay. Oh, and the captain's dead, by the way. We never... I don't think he has a specific dead body out here among the other ones. But yeah, he's dead. Yeah, lots of stuff. I think that's everything, though. Let me check behind the ship. Nope, there's something here. That was a lot of money I almost passed up. Wait. Was that the captain? It's him! He actually does have a dead body out here. Okay. See you later, dude. I forgot your name already. Alright, we're gonna go on foot. So, this is Skellige. I love how when we found his body, they hid it over there for you to find if you're keen enough to. But I love how you get your money back. I got my 1,000 crowns back. So this is Skellige, an entirely different map. And it is a series of islands. Every single one of these islands, like this island, this big island is the main one. You got this island. You got Undvik over here, you got this one, and you got this one. Each one is run by a Jarl. And they are all generally united under King Bran, who we will see some things about him really soon coming up when we head into town. So, if you've never played Witcher and you don't really understand the whole Jarl system, think something similar to Skyrim in the Elder Scrolls, where you have all these different lords of their towns and regions, like Ulfric and I forget the guy who runs Whitehaven. I was gonna say Whitehaven. No, it's God, I haven't played Skyrim in 2 years and I'm already forgetting the town names. That is horrible for me. Let's say Falkreach. Like Falkreach is they all have like a Jarl who rules over their province and town and all that and such. That's the same here, just for different islands. And they're united under a single king. Even if they hate each other. Some of them do. And the Jarl ruler of this island, because there's the king who unites them all who lives on this island, but there's also a Jarl who runs the island as well. And that is Krakonkret, who is a cool dude. I like him. And as you can see, like, these guys are parts of Clanoncrate. Oh, there's a guy I can sell stuff to here.
Closer, stranger. Greetings. Looking to buy?
Show me your wares.
I like how this guy does not have enough for the sword. How much is, this new crossbow is a little bit better than my old one. Do I have my correct swords on? I just realized that.
So long.
What are my swords? Why the hell is my steel sword this thing? This is a quest item. Give me that back. The heck's the game doing? Okay, are any of these new swords better? No. And still no. I'm amazed that I'm amazed that the swords I'm still using, the armor I've had all this stuff since before I started the Novigrad questline, and it's still better. And I'm in Skellige already.
Looking to buy?
Impressive.
Show me your wares.
Okay, let me get all these maps. Those are useful. Alright, I need to put that on Roach. Does he have anything else that's interesting? The heck is that? What is this? Crystallized essence. I don't think I need that. Elemental essence. I don't think... I could probably use them for alchemy later, but I don't think I need them now. Let me read all the stuff I just got. Is that all the books I have? I think so. Let me put that new saddle on Roach. And yeah, this music, I adore this music. So the reason I read all those maps and such is to kind of get an amount of markers just on the map for me to fast travel to and such. There's a few more now. Like, Unvik has one. There's a few more on the mainland here and such. So it's kind of useful. This is a brand new land, a brand new country, so... There's about as much to do here as there is as there was in Velen and Redania. New bandits to fight. New monsters to slay. It's a brand new world. I think I've already done that joke. Do these guys even have any treasure, or were they just waiting in this pit? Get away from the bees. Yeah, I think they were just vagabonds. Anyway. Actually, this scene coming up would probably actually be better around sunset, yeah. Traveling merchant.
Greetings. Looking to buy?
Show me your wares.
This guy actually has the same stuff that I've... He has more money, but he has the same stuff pretty much as the other guy.
So long.
Our time amongst the living is but the wink of an eye. What's left when we are gone? How shall we be?
So I'm going to use the camera here because I want to see what's on that boat exactly. I want to take a closer look at this scene. So this scene is the funeral for King Bran because, sadly, he has just died. And I want to take a little bit of a closer look at this. So I'll be back in a moment. Well, instantaneously, but yeah. Okay, so I'm back. And here's the camera. So let's take a look around this scene.
Will they speak of us with respect or disdain?
So we have Krait's children, and we have a bunch of the Jarls here as well.
As a hero. Our time amongst the living is but the wink of an eye.
Okay, he doesn't even move his mouth.
What's left when we are gone? How shall we be remembered?
I think this is Bran's daughter.
Will they speak of us with respect?
So what does Bran have on his ship?
Disdain.
He's got an offering, because they're gonna set...
Bran was a great man.
Okay.
We shall remember him as a hero.
How far back do I have to go to not hear his yelling? Because I know it's going to be a bit quieter on the recording end, but for me it is loud as shit. Okay, yeah, so I can still be over here. So, what does Bran have here? Because they're going to send him off like the old traditional way. They're going to send him off and then light the ship on fire for it to sink. For the old gods. An offering to send him to Valhalla, or whatever. So he's got some fancy baubles. He's got some jars, some plates, a stack of wood, some deer. This thing looks like something you would smoke some weed out of. A treasure chest. There's him himself. We'll take a look at him in a second. A dog. Some more chests and vases and such, and things. A dead rabbit. A dead cow. More wood. This looks like it would carry some fish in it, I think. Some swords and axes. I'm kind of impressed there's more dead animals on this thing than swords and axes. Okay, let's take a look at Bran himself. So this was the king of the Skellige Isles. He united the clans and everything in a way, diplomatically and whatever, so that they wouldn't kill each other. And yeah. So let's go inside. Does he have a proper model? It looks like it. Does he have eyeballs? He does not have eyeballs, but he has eye sockets. Weird. They gave him the space in his mouth and eyes to put a tongue and eyeballs, but they didn't. Okay. Yeah, weird. So that's King Bran. You don't ever get a good look at him, really, because they're gonna send him off and burn the ship. So this is like the... This is actually the first time I've really gotten a look at his model. Okay, yeah. Oh, there's Yennefer just standing over here waiting to come into play. Your head is empty. Oh, you got you got eyeballs. Yeah, she'll be here in a second. Is anybody else up here? I don't think so. It's just them. Nice bald spot. Oh yeah, you can immediately see that this is vastly different in how it looks compared to Velen and how you navigate this area. Alright, I think that's enough of that. We've gotten a good look at the area and at Bran. So let's continue with the story. Oh, they hadn't even put him on the ship yet.
You need not do this, child.
I know, but I want to.
Tis madness. Such a young lass.
Erna should be the one going. They shared a bed longer.
Silence. It is her decision.
The old ways. Yeah, so his daughter went on the ship to die with him, I guess. It's some sort of traditional custom. I guess the wife is supposed to do that, but she didn't do it. So her daughter went and did it.
Nice to see you again.
Yeah, hey Yennefer, whatever. What are you doing here? Where the fuck is Ciri?
King Bran of Clan Tuirsech has embarked on his final voyage. At its end, our glorious ancestors await him. Together they will hunt and raid. They will sit round the fire and praise the deeds of ages past. For now, he lives in our hearts. One day, we too shall stand at his side and face the sea together. That will be a good day.
You knew Bran?
Yes, he was well respected. Unlike his wife.
Skellige is its clans. In times of war, tradition holds the clans unite under the leadership of their king. We've bid Bran farewell. Time to pick his successor who will lead us against the Black Ones. The gates of Caer Troll stand open to all who held Bran of Clan Tuirsech dear. Mead and meat will be plentiful. During the wake, those who believe themselves worthy of the crown will step forth.
Come to the wake with me?
Gladly. Feasts in Skellige, so predictable. Slobbering drunks, brazen boasting, and the inevitable rows that result.
Yeah, nothing like the banquets mages attend. Remember the one on Thanedd?
You were there. How could I forget? I also remember excruciatingly well what happened after the banquet.
Reading my mind again?
What's more, I like what I see. Did you learn anything in Velen?
Velen. Awful place. Somehow Ciri wound up at the castle of the local ruler, a baron, self-proclaimed. This was after she was injured.
Injured? Was it serious?
Don't think so. Must have recovered because this baron sent her on to Novigrad. Think she was looking for you at the time. These witches Ciri came across, she was lucky to escape them.
Witches?
Creatures more like. Can't say exactly what they are, but they're dangerous. Very. Also ran into an old friend of ours in Velen, Kira.
What on earth is Kira Metz doing in that wasteland?
Hiding from witch hunters. Listen, she told me an elven mage had been there looking for Ciri.
Good. You'll need to tell me more when we have some time.
Sure, we'll tell you we killed Kira because she wanted to take some weird virus, necrophage, whatever black magic stuff from a cursed tower, sure.
Been to Novigrad. Ciri was there, looking for a way to lift some curse. She's not there anymore.
You're certain?
Heard it from Dandelion, with no embellishments.
Do you know any more about this curse?
Not much. Ciri ran into some trouble, never finished what she went there to do. I recovered a phylactery. She was looking for a way to enchant it.
I'll look at it later.
How about you? What have you learned?
Something strange happened on Ard Skellige time ago. A disaster brought about by a burst of magic. Extraordinary, really. Natural anomaly. Never seen anything like it. My intuition tells me Ciri was its cause.
As much as I respect your intuition, Yen, we need something specific. Evidence.
I'd know for certain if I was able to inspect the disaster zone. Unfortunately, Ermion and his druids aren't letting anyone near.
Ermion's head of the Skellige Circle? Haven't seen him since...
Since Ciri was a little girl. I doubt he'll do you any favors, not even for old time's sake.
So why won't Ermion let you inspect the area of the anomaly?
Call it a difference of opinion. A large, loud difference. Look, it's Krach.
White Wolf!
Krach!
Greetings, Krach.
I shall see you at the wake, and I'll not accept any excuses. I've an important matter to discuss with you.
Alright, I forget what it is.
White for the feast. I count on you to don something complimentary. Something that doesn't reek of 1,000 hunts.
I have been wearing this outfit for like
Doublets. Just too tight.
10 or 15 hours in game or something.
I'll not accept any excuses. We're not here to enjoy ourselves. We've matters to resolve and should dress appropriately. I've rented a room at the inn. Took the liberty of laying out some clothes for you there. You ought to go. Choose something. In the meantime, I've something to attend to. We'll meet at the entrance to the feast hall.
Alright, I'll dress Geralt up for this. He doesn't like doublets. Alright, I guess we gotta head to the castle. So, that up there is the Clannad Crake Castle, or whatever it is. That's where we gotta go. So we have to go up this hillside, up over there, up over that bridge, alongside that cliffside to get all the way up over there. Is there a notice board in town? There is. Let's go to the inn first and change. Holy shit! I think they just sacrificed this horse for King Bran? Dude, this is insanely grisly. You cut its head apart. Oh, the head, yeah, you cut its head off. It's... Oh, that's weird. There's like some... weirdness with the horse, okay. Weird horse. Let's get a beard trim.
Greetings.
Smooth seas this morn, as if the gods themselves were paying their respects to the great Conung Bran.
You a tailor?
I am. Only one in the Isles, most like.
Take it you're good with scissors. Give me a haircut.
It ain't something I usually do, but it wouldn't be right to turn down a traveler.
So long.
Alright. There we go. Smooth face. Smooth-faced Geralt. I still find it kind of interesting how, like, the main promotional art for this has him with, like, loosely gruff hair and a scraggy old man beard and shit. And Geralt hates beards to death, so... I don't know. I just find it interesting they chose to do that with his promotional design.
This has gotta be Yen's room. She always did like space and luxury.
Yes, this does look... There's a unicorn. Okay, yeah. I don't need to stash anything. Just gonna go get some loot. Some Everloose.
Her megascope? Guess she never goes anywhere without it. As Philippa Eilhart said, megascopes and toothbrushes, deeply personal possessions. Tisaya DeVries, the poison source, still turns to it for inspiration.
I always forget what exactly a megascope does. I think... I want to say this is a device that creates like a holographic projection, but I don't exactly know. I think it's... Because Kiara Metz said earlier that that voice box thing, I forget what it was called exactly. But, it's like a Votex or something. I don't remember what those things were called. But yeah, so she found that thing and it functions similar to a megascope. I forget exactly. I think the megascope is kind of like it's like Skype. It's like Discord or something where you just talk to somebody or like you get a video projection of somebody somewhere else. It's email. I believe. If that's not what a megascope is and it's some sort of other thing, then I completely forget.
Glamour. Scent of lilac and gooseberries, even with the lid on. Taste hasn't changed. No idea how she managed to bring so much clothing. Must have hired out a galleon. As usual, black and white.
The unicorn.
The stuffed unicorn. She fixed it.
The eye is glowing. I don't like that. So unicorns, weirdly enough, are another sentient race in this world. Well, they're not of this world, but they're in this world, like everything else is not really from this world. And they went to war with the elves, if I'm remembering right, and kind of lost or something. Like there's still a few in some places of the world, but they're not common. No. I think am I forgetting that? I think the unicorns are from the world of the NL? I think they are, because the NL world has had humans that were killed off and turned into slaves or exterminated when the NL elves invaded there to make that their home world. And I believe unicorns were there as well, maybe? I think they are. Yeah, I think they are. I don't know. I'm just thinking out loud now about where unicorns come from. Yes. I'm some adult dude thinking about where the fuck one of these creatures comes from and between which Witcher world they're in. Oh yeah, we gotta change into the doublet. It's actually not a doublet, it's just tunics. Let's go with this one. Then shoes, take off the swords, crossbow, gloves. Yeah.
Right. Just not something I'd ever wear. But what don't we do for... Who exactly is she to me?
It's so weird having Geralt without any weapons or anything on him. He's just a normal dude right now. Is this the path to Caer Trold? No, I'm gonna have to go around. The entrance is right there. Yeah, we have to pass through that gate. Yeah, it's very nice and refreshing to be in this kind of atmosphere after Redania and Velen. I'm already thoroughly enjoying this breath of fresh air of an environment. Kind of makes me want to go back and play some more Assassin's Creed Valhalla because that's also Vikings. I'm still surprised. Valhalla is the first game in a long time that actually made me feel, weirdly enough, kind of like happy to play it. It was so refreshing to play Assassin's Creed Valhalla compared to anything else I played in a while. Probably since, like, Ghost of Tsushima was very fun to play, but it didn't feel super refreshing. Valhalla felt extremely refreshing for some reason. Maybe I just have a thing for Viking aesthetics? I don't know. I recently watched Good Blood's video on God of War, and that was phenomenal.
Bran was a great ruler.
He needs a worthy successor.
You speak as though you have someone in mind.
Skellige's troubles very much derive from it not being a hereditary monarchy. Any upstart can be king and destroy his predecessor's legacy.
The King of the Isles is a more symbolic position.
That should change as well. A strong leader who wields true power. That is what the times require.
Introduce me?
This is my friend Geralt, and this is Birna, widow of the dear departed Bran.
The Queen Mother. It's a pleasure to meet you, Geralt. You must forgive me, but on a day like today, I'm afraid I cannot indulge in my penchant for long conversations.
I can see you chose your own outfit. You know, of course, that together we look about as good as lace frills on a battle axe.
Everyone's got their style. Don't like funerals. Don't like feasts.
I know. You also dislike underdone meat and being teleported. But sometimes we must overcome our disgusts and prevail.
We should mingle before they all get drunk. There'll be no talking to anyone then.
Good thinking. I don't know what Krach wants, but when we meet with him we should have clear minds.
I'm not gonna drink. Why dull my senses when I'm in such pleasant company?
Do you plan to compliment me all evening?
I plan to tell you what I think.
So, what have you brought for the farewell feast?
Bread, sheep's milk cheese.
Our wagon's full of loot to be ripped from the fat ones.
We've also wine from the temple.
Geralt, there's something I've been meaning to ask you.
Hmm?
Your beard. Why did you decide to grow it out?
Don't really know.
He doesn't... Was I supposed to not shave before this? He doesn't have a beard right now. Wait, no, I don't want to quit. It suits me. I don't have a beard right now, Yennefer. What are you talking about? He's shaved. He's clean. I guess they didn't expect you to have a beard, to not have a beard here.
Greetings, Arnvald. My companion is Geralt of Rivia.
I am honored. We wanted to talk to Krach on Crate.
The Jarl will join us shortly. He's assigned you a place of honor at the table just beside his daughter Ceres. Follow me, please.
They've seated us here.
I asked them to. Wanted to meet the notorious Witcher Geralt.
We've met. Don't remember?
That was ages ago. Yalmer and I were children when you last visited Orda. But you should meet your feast mates. Allow me the dubious honor. That's Halbjorn, son of Holger Blackhand. Blue Boy Lucas, Madman Lucas's firstborn. And choking down a stockfish over there is Otrich on Hindar.
Seems they set us with the sons of Jarls exclusively.
Cerys on Crate is the daughter of a Jarl, Geralt. Jarl's daughters are in no way inferior to their sons.
Do you know every last one of them dreams of being Bran's successor? Look at him. Likely lot.
Cerys is jealous, for the one among us who performs the greatest feat will be crowned king.
We all know the feats are a sideshow. Our fathers will choose who will wear the crown. What do you think they spoke to Cat about?
You talk like that because you're short of strength and skill. Remember when Hjalmar challenged us all to a race up the mount? You didn't stand with us then. As he buried his axe in that stump at the top to mark his victory, you were warming your chicken bones by the fire.
Had my reasons for not participating, but I would have won then, as I'd win now.
Now that you mention him, just noticed Hjalmar's not here.
My brother walks his own paths. But about the race, why don't we repeat it? I'm willing to challenge any of you, Witcher included. If I beat him to the top, venture to say that'd be a feat, eh? So you in?
If the Witcher's in.
Geralt?
Gladly. What are the rules?
Whoever pulls Hjalmar's axe from the stump at the top of the hill wins. Stray off the path and you lose.
And here I was, ready to puke from all the boredom. Let's go!
So we're gonna do a race? Okay. Oh, right.
We're here. From this spot, you must reach the top of that mount.
I
At
don't...
the summit, you'll see the stump of an oak. Hjalmar's axe buried in it. Whoever pulls the axe from the stump first wins.
I don't believe you can get here normally. I think this is a one-time thing up here at this top. Like, there's no real way from the bottom to get up onto this running course, aside from now. I could cheese this and use the camera and just warp me up there, but I'm not. I think I'm good enough with Geralt to get up there pretty quickly.
But only by a hair.
No such thing. There's winning and there's losing, and I lost. We best go back to the week.
Let's.
Alright, that was a good race.
See the wakes in full swing.
Lost sight of yous. Who won?
I lost.
Lost to a Witcher, Sparrowhawk. That could likely happen to any of us. Enough of the natter and let's drink.
Can't today, for good reason, believe me.
Yeah.
But if not today, then when?
You've been great company. Sadly, it's time we moved on.
Really?
Indeed. We must talk, but not here. You shall learn all beyond that door.
Careful now. Careful now.
Beg your pardon, the babe. It was a fallen star in my mind.
Tell me, Lugo.
Allow me to introduce Geralt of Rivia, a Witcher. Geralt, Jarl Donar and Hinder, and Jarl Madman Lugos.
Calling Lugos a madman's an insult to madmen. He's a common goat fucker.
Call me a goat fucker one more time, and I'll chop off your head, stick it on a pike, and piss down your neck hole.
Enough! Time to settle this. Here and now.
Oh, ha ha ha! Giving me a true fright right now. Shat my best trousers. Put that away before you cut yourself, you cunt.
Thought Skellige's called a truce for feasts.
I know the hallowed customs, but Lugos ought to know that I'll not let him raid my Hinder's Fial bear.
You don't scare anyone, Donar. I'll be boys soon to plough your priestesses, drink from your tankard, and shit on your table. Be sure to leave a candle lit for me.
Emperor would be very pleased to hear you quarrel.
His Imperial Majesty is more than welcome to visit.
Let him sail over here. We ain't afraid of the Black Ones.
Raiding coastal villages is one thing. Total war with the Empire is another.
Awfully mouthy, this one. Go stir your cauldron and pierce some boils, witch. Don't talk when you haven't got a fucking clue.
Know what, Lugos? Just realized I don't give a damn about your hallowed rules of hospitality.
Finally, some diversion. And here I was ready to puke from all the boredom. Come on, freak. Show us what you're made of.
Move the benches. There's to be some gob slapping.
Alright, so let's kick... Oh, Lugos is very high leveled. Level 30. In a fist fight? We are probably going to lose. Maybe not. We're actually hitting them pretty good. Yeah, Lugos went down.
Had enough?
You got me good. That were quite a wallop. Still seeing spots, room rocking like a leaky tub in a hurricane.
We'll call it even then, as soon as you apologize to the lady.
Don't hold it against me, milady. It's my deep conviction sorceresses are needed. Deeply so.
No offense taken. Forget about it.
That I like. And the knocking. It's what men do. Give me your paw, Witcher. Let me squeeze. It's a worthy one. Witcher, have a drink with me. Proof there's no hard feelings. And visit me at times, I insist. Yoren's been jabbering about bringing in a Witcher for that haunted lighthouse. Do me a favour. Meet him for an ale in the tavern near Arenbjorn. Then you put a short jaunt to find me, so as we can knock back something stronger. Here's to our next.
No hard feelings, but we'll have to drink another time.
Yes. We've important discussions ahead.
You land rats are all the same. Fear to you wenches.
Okay, yeah, Lugos is a bit of a jerk.
What now?
Now we pay a visit to Ermien's laboratory.
Didn't know we'd been invited.
Because we've not been.
Eh? We sneaking in?
Take it Ermien won't be there.
That's right.
And what's the purpose of this visit?
We're looking for an object. The Mask of Urboros. We'll need it. Come, Geralt.
Now you'll tell me why you need this mask.
Oh, I shall. In due course.
Take it you'll decide when.
Correct.
I don't think sneaking into a very respected druid's lab is a very good thing to do, but we'll just go along with it, I guess. I hope he ain't in there. I don't remember much of this segment. I remember the feast. I don't remember going into Ermien's lab.
Shh. Guards. Hide behind the tapestry.
Like Scooby-Doo?
Chip. While Starlings chirp.
What do jackdaws do?
Jackdaws caw.
Goldfinches warble, and cranes whoop, whereas peacocks screech. Hawks scream, larks trill, and doves, they coo. That's all of them.
What about nightingales?
Ah, right. Nightingales croon.
The Scooby-Doo tactic worked. Did you guys kiss behind that tapestry? I wouldn't put it behind them.
That was close.
What's behind? Oh, it's a window. I was like, where's that light coming from?
This'll be tough to open.
Surprises never end. See the ravens?
Hard not to.
Ermien's spies. An indication that we're near his laboratory. I also sense a clear magic aura. Come, there's a ledge outside this window. We must pass along it.
So we're just gonna skip the big scary door with the ravens. Can I use the camera here? I can. It's not super messed up, but a little bit. Let's take a look at these. Oh, they're pretty low poly. Look at these low poly ravens. They're hideous. Oh, look at their fat legs. Look at these fat, chunky, polygonal legs. Oh. These are wonderful. What's behind the door, if it's not too spoilery? Is it a staircase? It goes into a room. Okay. Yeah, the camera's kind of in a messed up state, so I can't really tell exactly.
Seen uglier sights in my life.
Geralt of Rivia, being romantic.
Well, look at you with your fancy teleportation magic. Oh, it goes right behind the door. Okay. So there's a fight in here, if I remember, so I'm gonna get Geralt all suited up. Is that everything? Nope, I need the pants.
Amazing how a hobby can render a man mysterious. Fascinating.
Especially a druid. Must be a real nature lover.
Yeah, we're about to see why in a moment.
Had one at Kaer Morhen.
Please.
Looks alive.
Maybe because they are, Geralt. Maybe because they are.
100 loose an arrow if you saw that in the woods.
Are you all right?
Cut myself. The door's locked. The animals. They're alive. Yen, watch out. Monsters. Feel them. Coming closer. They're everywhere. Strange. Smells of mushrooms in the air.
No. But in my mind, it's the scent of sea.
Ugly bastard.
Yeah, Geralt's kind of tripping out.
What's happening?
You were hallucinating. You ran at Ermien's animals, sword flailing. I had to calm you.
I heard someone else talking there in the background. I don't know who that was. Must have looked funny. Never mention this again.
Mind if we, never mention this again?
Naturally. Doors open. We'll proceed as soon as you've collected trophies of your kills. Let's go inside, Geralt.
Oh man, I destroyed all these stuffed animals.
I'll lock the entrance. We don't want to raise suspicions.
Pinecone. Didn't expect this. A large female.
Laboratory. We must search it thoroughly. The Mask of Ouroboros must be here.
A child's skull. Look at this.
Wondrous
a detailed
world of
map of the Northern
insectoids.
Kingdoms. Even
Ritual
shows spheres of
plants.
influence over the ages.
What do you know? Raymond Marlowe. A biography enhanced.
Looks like Ermion places something in the statue's hand. So, statue, how about a skull? Guess you're no indecisive prince. What do you say we give it a pine cone? Nothing. Need something else. Gotta look around.
Okay, so there's something else.
Sword in a stone. Thing's begging me to pull it out.
It's not in the stone, don't you see? It's held there by a vice.
A goat carved out of lindenwood, signed to Uncle Ermion.
Little Ciri's handiwork. That's what she called him when he was her tutor.
Laboratory worthy of an imperial alchemist. Goes in for light reading, too. The Corpse of Novigrad by Sasha Hadi. Woven triple mead. Skelliger's tales about the wild hunt.
The islanders believe the wraiths sail on a longship built of the claws of dead men.
So we actually have a much more detailed map than what we have as the pause menu here. So I'm going to take a little bit of advantage of this and just do a little bit of just explaining of the areas and such. So up in the north you have Kovir and Povis. I believe Povis, Kovir and Povis, they're these two up here in the corner. They're neutral states, and well, countries, kingdoms, and they've kind of signed an agreement with Nilfgaard not to get involved in any way, and they can keep their countries basically in amnesty, what's the word I'm looking for? I was going to say response. Basically, Nilfgaard's not going to come in and kick their ass and take them over at the moment, as long as they don't do anything stupid. So, within this red border right here is Redania. And do we have Kedwin here? I thought Kedwin... Yeah, so this is Redania right here. This one along this side. This is where we are. And I believe this right here is Novigrad. Because there's the Pontar. It cuts through there. And this blue area is Temeria. Yeah, this is Temeria. I think this is this is Brokilon Forest right here. Where's Sintra? I think this is Verdun. It's all done in runes, so I'm trying to understand what is what here. Because it's not as clean cut as I wish it would be. This right here, I believe, is Sintra. And yeah, this kind of slightly more brownish colored area to the right of Redania is Kedwin, which I believe is technically where Kaer Morhen is. I'm not sure exactly where it is, and maybe that up there, maybe? And then to the right, to the east of these mountains here, is the Kolith Desert. And nothing lives out there, really. It's just this void of heat, and maybe there's some lizards. It's kind of theorized the Vren, which were these lizard people, kind of lived out and around that area, and then they moved even more eastward out into the void of nothingness that nobody knows anything about in this world yet. And Zerrikania is apparently out that way as well, past the Korath Desert. So Zerrikania is like this exotic country to these people and such. There's another country, I forget. It's out in the ocean. Like it's... This is in the similar situation as like colonial times where nobody exactly knows the full shape of the world or what all the cultures of the world are and such are yet. So I know that they're in the Hearts of Stone expansion. I forget exactly who they are, but they're a group of people that live to the west of the ocean somewhere, and only a few people have ever met them. I don't know. The one thing I do know is that the horses that they have there are pretty much zebras, and people view it as like a very, very exotic place of some sort.
Let's try again.
I don't know. That's some incomplete knowledge of... It's been a long... Now, once we're getting later into The Witcher 3... The information starts to become a little more foggier because I've only played through The Witcher 3. I've played through The Witcher 3 entirely a couple times, but it's been 3 years since I've done it. So now we're getting into like the really spacey, what is this kind of, again, territory. I know plenty about the world, but there are a few puzzle pieces that I don't know. Or mainly that I'm unsure of.
Seems like it worked. Who would have thunk?
Ermion enjoys jests achieved at the expense of others. I have a sneaking suspicion the mask will be in here.
He has a golem.
This is it. We've got it. We must return to the feast quickly before...
Yeah, the oils kind of help.
Hear that?
Smelled it. Gas. Grate still closed. Gotta think of something quick.
Okay, that's blocked off. How the heck do we get out of here?
The damned druid will poison us. This vapor's deadly. We've got but a few minutes.
Teleport us out of here.
Think of something. Quickly. First thing to come to your mind. Hold on tight. mended.
You know how to sew.
Please. I'll enchant a needle.
Yeah, I think we're gonna have Geralt do this. Yeah.
Wait.
For what?
We must talk to Krak.
Why? Think he misses us? Because I missed you.
Don't mind me, I'll just go and, I'll have a water break, I guess.
Oh no.
I missed you too.
You guys are really gonna do it on the unicorn, aren't you?
When are you gonna finally burn this piece of junk?
My heart couldn't take it. So many memories.
It's kind of creepy, and
Damn it, Geralt. Do you have any idea how much they cost?
Come here. We gotta hurry. Krak's waiting.
Is that so?
Yen, let go of the mane.
I know you. I let go, you throw us off.
that is the creepiest laugh Geralt has ever done. I don't like it.
My oh my.
Missed you.
I missed you too.
We ought to get back to the wake.
I must dress. Turn around.
Meanwhile, back at the throne room.
Krak and Kreitz asked about you.
We went out for a breath of fresh air.
The claimants to the throne will step forth in a moment.
Now heed my words. There is no greater act of valor than to fight a beast cursed by men and gods. No greater deed than that done to serve the goddess.
Words of uncommon beauty. We thank you. We will take them to heart. But now, let's begin. We have seen Bran off to the Beyond, and must now choose his successor. A king must be wise. A king must command respect. A king must have bollocks. We've no lack of men like that. Let those who feel worthy of the throne of Skellige step forth. My son could not be here this day. Behold his axe. Behold his will. May the best man or woman win. What's got into her?
She's your daughter, is she not?
Now I know why she said she'll sail to Speakerog. Ah, children. The older they grow, the more trouble they are. Come with me. All the more essential we talk now.
Alright, what's been so important we need to talk to you, man?
How was it, Geralt, when Ciri was nearing womanhood? I remember well her nan, her mother, what they were like. They say the apple doesn't fall far from the tree.
Ciri was impossible to control. No telling her what to do. Had to have things her own way almost always. Why do you ask?
No specific reason. She and Ceres, they're of a similar age. But we'll speak of my children later. First, let's speak of yours. Yennefer claims Ciri's in trouble, and you seek her.
That's right.
If you require aid, gold, ships, anything, merely say the word. I'll give you all I can. And I know the lass lives. I'm sure of it. When the blood of Rhiannon's daughters is shed, the sea grows white with fury. I'd mark such a storm.
Need your help. Ciri probably came here to Skellige.
And very likely caused the cataclysm along the coast, the site upon which the Druids focus so intensely now.
A site Ermion refuses to let us explore.
Specifically, he won't let me explore it. We fought. We're not friendly now.
Don't concern yourself with him. Druids have little trust for mages. But Ermion's heart is in the right place. Am I right to assume he does not know you seek Ciri?
It's of no concern to him.
As I thought. At any rate, Ard Skellig's my isle. You've my permission to investigate as you see fit.
Alright, thanks, dude. Do I need to talk to him?
Wondering if I should talk to Ermion.
Leave that to me. Go. Seek and find your Cirilla. If any ill befell her here, on Ard Skellig on my watch, I'd never forgive myself.
Thank you.
No need. I swore an oath once. I aim to keep it. Anvol, tell the druid I must speak to him. At the usual spot. I've one more matter to broach. My children. You remember Hjalmar? Well, he swore an oath to kill the giant of Undvik. Set off and has yet to return. Whereas Ceres announced that she's to set off on an adventure of her own. Got it in her head that Udalric is not mad, but cursed.
Giants. They've been extinct for ages. Anyone actually seen the one on Undvik?
Aye, dozens of refugees have. The giant drove everyone off the isle. I've welcomed what remains of Clan Tordarach here on Ard Skellig.
I heard a rumor that an unnatural frost gripped Undvik before the giant appeared.
It's true. At any rate, Hjalmar decided to kill the giant and give the isle back to its people. A deed worthy of a king, he believes. My son gathered a hearty crew at the new port. They were to sail to Undvik, then travel on foot to Oskar, the village. But that many lads should have killed the giant long ago. Thus, I thought to ask you.
Yeah, if he left off with a group,
Ask around.
they should have been back if they left a while ago.
Take it Ceres wants to lift the curse.
There's no curse to speak of. Ceres had decided she must match Hjalmar and sought out a deed worthy of a queen.
Think she might need my help? You did plan to ask me for it. Why?
The thing is, I don't trust Udalric further than I can spit. Ceres won't listen to me, or her brother. Yet confronted by a professional who will explain why she's mistaken, she just might come to her senses. So yes, I ask that you explain things to her and bring her back.
Can't help wondering. Got no plans to vie for the crown yourself? Think a good number of the Jarls would support you.
A good number? Those opposed would be fierce, rabid. Madman Lugus would sooner see an Nilfgaardian on the throne. Besides, a man should know when to step aside. Hand the tiller to the youth among us.
If either Hjalmar or Cerys need help, I'll help them.
I thank you.
Well, now that we're done thanking one another, let's get to work. We must determine if Ciri is still on Ardskellig. I'll change into travel attire and find you. Head south. The anomaly we should investigate destroyed a stretch of forest along the shore of the bay. A successful feast on all counts, Krark. I will see you later.
Alright, now we're level 20, and I think all the dialogue is mostly done for that sequence. I think it is done. Okay. Yeah. So this was a long dialogue sequence that was probably like 40 minutes or something. I have no idea. And people say Metal Gear Solid has long cutscenes. Yeah, so now we're pretty much set free into Skellige to do a bunch of different missions. We've gotten all the lore of what's going on here right now. And yeah. So what is the first mission? I think I'm gonna wrap up here for today, because this was a lot of ending the Novigrad questline and moving into Skellige. Getting into Skellige is always a little bit of a pain in the butt. That's why I don't like doing it first before Novigrad. And I like the progression of the story anyway. I view Skellige being the part after Novigrad, although you can do it before, but I prefer doing it after. But yeah, this was a lot to take in today. So where are we going? Meet Yennefer at the Magic Cataclysm. We'll go there, but I'm not gonna start that quest line, like interact and begin it and everything. So where is it in the world? It should be on the main island. Yeah, it's way down here in this, towards the middle. It's just behind Redgill. So we'll fast travel to Redgill. And get ready for stuff next time, I guess. Is the game gonna let me use the camera? It is not. Okay. I was gonna take a look at the castle, but we'll do that some other time, I guess. Yeah, so I think we did a lot well, we did do a lot today. Not a whole lot of action or anything, just a lot of story, a lot of plot. And we'll continue next time. So, thanks for watching, and yeah, thanks for watching, and have a good night, I guess. See you later.